Hey folks, welcome back once again to Indaba Africa. This is Chris, and I thought that I'd do this video today to talk about some things that apparently confuse a few folks on YouTube. And I understand, I myself have been confused at times about how YouTube works, what functions are out there, and what different terms mean. So let's talk about that. First off, if you're tuning into this channel and you've never seen it, then I invite you to become a subscriber. What does that mean? Well, you smash that subscription button right down there, and what that means is that you've subscribed to the channel, which means that you can get notified of updates or videos that are posted and things like that. You can also participate in the community board and read comments or comment yourself. That's a subscription. Subscription costs absolutely nothing. All you have to be is a YouTube member. In other words, you have an account with YouTube, and it costs you nothing. Not a dollar, not a rand, not a shekel, not 1 ounce of gold, silver, or gold pressed latinum. Nothing. That's what being a subscriber means. And I thank those nearly 4,200 subscribers to Chris White Africa profusely for becoming subscribers. Many of them are not particularly active. Some are active, and some are hyperactive, as I am. So thank you so much for becoming a subscriber to the channel. Now let me make the distinction between that term, subscriber, and something entirely different, membership. Membership is a relatively recent creation on YouTube with just the last 2 years. Back in 2018, I believe it was, that YouTube finally allowed memberships. What exactly does being a member mean? Well, at the basic level, what it means is it gives you an opportunity, if you're an avid follower of YouTube or you find someone on YouTube whose channel you enjoy, it gives you an opportunity to support their channel. And what I mean by that? Well, the things that people use to produce their content cost money. People have to buy proprietary software to do editing. They buy studio lighting or high quality microphones, computers, laptops, things like that in order to bring you content. And so many folks like to support YouTube content creators by helping them out. One way you can help out is by becoming a member of a channel. And I had no intention of making memberships available on my channel until I received many requests. And I say many, I'm talking dozens of requests from people from the early outset days of my channel asking me to monetize the channel so that I could have memberships. And I didn't really understand why people wanted that, but having become a member of another site, I realized that it gave you a sense of community, a sense of contributing and helping to something that you find interesting. And that's really the purpose of memberships. So for this channel, I've created 3 levels of membership. That's the recruit team member level. That's the first one. And then the second is the platoon leader level. And then finally, the master and commander level. Each of those comes at a different price point, and you are welcome to become a member, or you don't have to become a member. If you do, I'm grateful. I thank you for that. But trust me, it's not a big money-making venture. I've set the price level so low that entry level just lets you become part of a unique community and make a small contribution. That's what it really is about. So that's the distinction between subscriber and member. All members are also subscribers, but not all subscribers are members. And that's your choice, ladies and gentlemen, whether to be a subscriber to Chris White Africa or not be a subscriber, whether to be a member or not to be a member. Wouldn't it be great if everybody became a member? Well, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But not everybody has the financial means, not everybody has the desire, and not everybody finds it that interesting. And that's perfectly fine. For those of you who subscribe, thank you for your subscription. And for those of you who also become members, thank you as well for your membership. For members, there are special features, including things like the WhatsApp members group, the Chris White Africa WhatsApp members group. Now, we've got a WhatsApp members group, a shared list out there that's only for paid members of Chris White Africa. If you become a paid member and you would like to be part of that group, you simply send me an email and I'll add you to the group. As long as your number's not blocked in some fashion, I'll be able to add you. And if it is, I can always send you an invitation, then you can join in. So that's important. I've received emails from people saying, hey, I'd like to be on the group. And I look and see that they're not actually members of the site. They're just subscribers. And that group is only for members. It's a benefit of membership. I make it available to folks. So not discriminating, not avoiding, not keeping others out of it. Happy to have your conversations. You're welcome to join the chat during the video live streams. You're also welcome to leave comments on all videos. And you're also welcome to engage me via email. And I do respond to emails. So if you feel left out, there's no need for that if you're not a member. So please just make that distinction. Understand that the WhatsApp group is for members. That's correct. It's one of the features made available to members. And if you are interested to become a member, just look on the tab About Membership, and you'll see the different things that are possible under the different levels of membership. But I think all of my paid members realize that I provide most of the content for all levels of membership, not strictly reserving it only for the top level sort of thing. So let's talk a little bit more about ways that folks can and can't, if they'd like to subscribe or help the channel. So something that's come up recently is that some folks have said, hey, I'd like to donate to the channel, but I can't get Super Chat to work. Now, this is a frustration I myself experienced when I want to donate to another YouTuber's channel because I appreciate the content. And I discovered that the problem was I was on a mobile phone. On mobile devices, as a security measure, normally YouTube, Google, which is its parent, prevents you from spending money. Now, that's to protect you, ladies and gentlemen. That's to protect you, my friends. That's not to protect me. That's not to protect YouTube. It's to protect you. Think for a moment if someone gets a hold of your mobile and they're using it. They could just go on there and send money to themselves on their own channel or to a friend's channel and run up your credit card bills if your credit card is pre-registered. Now, in order to do super chats or super stickers or to become a member, you have to have a credit card registered with Google. Once you've got if you have a Google account and you have a credit card registered with it, then you can subscribe to any channel and you want to become a member, you can do that. But you'll only be able to do super chats, super stickers, and membership. In other words, things that cost money, you can only do that on a PC or a laptop normally. Now, some people found exceptions, workarounds with that, with virtual private networks and such, but that's your personal choice. I don't encourage that. My concern is your safety. I don't want people who contribute to YouTube channels to then become victims of something. So please be careful about your private security, your personal information, and use only laptops and or PCs on secure networks to do that. And that's why some of you who say, I'd like to do a super chat, but I can't, it's probably because you're floating around on your mobile watching the program that way. So I just thought I'd share that with folks so you understand a little bit more about how you can contribute and why sometimes it's frustrating you can't pull it off. I should also mention that some people have accused me and accused the site of blocking comments or screening comments or deleting things that for whatever reason. I don't do that. I have only blocked one or two people on the channel and they eventually were allowed back in, but only after they had bad conduct on the channel. But as far as comments, the only comments that get deleted are explicitly sexual or links to sex sites or things like that. Or anytime somebody says something that's full of hatred or racism, that sort of thing, those things do get deleted. But I don't delete those. YouTube has a screening process. It automatically takes your comments and holds it for review. And some are automatically based on the content listed as spam. And then eventually when I have an opportunity or a moderator has an opportunity to go in and review those comments, then we can say approve or delete or report the person for malicious conduct. I've not reported anybody for malicious conduct, but there have been a few people who've made comments on videos completely unrelated to the content that were just being malicious, obviously trolls. Not reported anybody as of yet. I'm sure that day will come, but that has not been the case yet. So let's make it clear. I don't censor content. If you're a bigot, a racist, if you're malicious, then your comment may get deleted by YouTube, or if it comes to my attention, I'll remove it. But I don't censor content. That's important for you to understand. And along those lines, you should also know that in the process of uploading prepared videos onto the YouTube channel, one of the reasons it seems to take so long is not a bandwidth issue because I have T1 access in my house, so I could automatically, in theory, load up a video like that. But it often takes 20 minutes to half an hour to load up a prepared video or longer because YouTube is screening the video as it gets uploaded, looking for keywords and phrases or images that it deems to be inappropriate. And as a consequence, will determine that the video cannot be monetized or it can be monetized with limited access for certain advertisers, or that you have violated someone's copyright. So all of that takes place while you're uploading your video, which is interesting. Now, there are also third-party applications that listen for music and video content that review your videos once they're posted to YouTube. And then, of course, I frequently get copyright claims because I play the Afrikaans musician Giselle's music on my Stray Voltage live streams. I have the license from the owner of the music, the content creator, yet nonetheless a third-party automatic software application identifies that as something that's copyrighted and says it may be copyrighted. As a consequence, most of my Stray Voltage live streams have been demonetized because I've submitted a copyright dispute, and about 80% of the time the software says, no, it's still valid, you can't collect any money off your advertising that. Don't feel bad for me. This isn't about making money. I'm just explaining to people so you understand better how the process works. So YouTube does screen the video content. Now, when you have a live stream after the fact, YouTube will come back, screen that video after the fact, and determine very quickly whether you can monetize it or whether it's inappropriate. Also suggest to you that if they see content inappropriate for a minor, that you should change the settings so that the video cannot be viewed by minors. And those are actually all reasonable constraints on the part of YouTube. They are providing a platform for people, and they do, in my view, bear some responsibility for monitoring content so that people aren't doing malicious things or hateful things on the channel or advocating for insurrection, that sort of thing. So I have no objections to that, but I just want to make sure that people understand a little bit that the so-called censorship that people are claiming isn't censorship. Certainly not on a level by me. It's not happening. And anyway, so the way I look at this is if people want to troll the site and say obnoxious and ridiculous and rude things, I don't have issues with that, as long as they're not hateful and attacking people personally, because you're just showing your backside. You're showing your bottom, your bum, your arse. You're showing your arse, showing how little you know and how little you care about cogent conversation and thoughtful discourse. That's what this channel is all about. Chris White Africa is about cogent conversation and thoughtful discourse. Yes, every now and then we have a crack, make a little joke here and there, but we seldom do it at anyone else's expenses, and certainly not at anyone else's expense, and certainly not intentionally. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys so you better understand what's going on. For those who come on the channel and say, I can't find your email address, I'm perplexed. I don't understand why that's so difficult. I've shown it on screen during a live stream. I have posted on the community tab a screenshot of exactly how you get it. I'll explain it one more time right here in this video just for everyone's edification. And perhaps it's because you get different views of YouTube. If you're on your mobile, it looks different than it does on a PC. If you're on a tablet, sometimes it looks different and you can't see the same features. Chief among those is, as I mentioned, if you're on a mobile, you normally can't super chat or super sticker, and it's very frustrating. Anyway, so to find my email address that I make available to the public on my YouTube channel, you go to the channel, and when you go below the screen at the top, you'll see a list of tabs running from left. It'll have videos, playlists, things like that, and eventually you'll get to one that says About, and that's information about Chris White Africa. Every YouTuber has this tab on their channel, so you go to that tab, and you scroll down past the description of the channel. Once you've done that, then you'll see a little thing that says email address for business purposes. Well, you're welcome to send me an email. This is for business purposes, so don't worry about that. What you have to do, though, is click on the box, which opens up a little window to ensure that you're not a bot. You click on that, you wait a moment, and then the address will be revealed. And there you have it. And you don't have to do it repeatedly. If you've done it one time and it stays in your cache, the next time if you've lost the address, you can get it there. But that's how you find the email address if you wish to write to me. I do my best to respond to emails. Of course, as you can imagine, I get quite a few of them. So please be patient if I'm not prompt. Also, once again, for those who are interested in the Chris Wyatt members WhatsApp group, it's only for paid members of Chris White Africa. So if you'd like to become a member of that and take advantage of that, you'd have to become a member. And I'm not being selfish. It's just unfair to paid members if I make an exclusive thing for them and I let any subscriber into it. So please be understanding for that. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a video just to explain a little bit about the functionality of YouTube and some of the interactions and the way we work with YouTube. So the difference between a subscriber, of which there are about 4,176 at this moment, to Chris White Africa. I pale in comparison to a lot of other websites, or excuse me, YouTube channels, but that's okay. We're just getting started here. So thank you to those 4,176 people who took the time to smash that subscription button. Only about 30% of you, or 25-30%, actually toggle the notification button. And a lot of people complain they don't get notified. Well, if you don't toggle the notifications and select all notifications, then you won't be notified of my videos. So I can't help that. You've got to make the change yourself. And so that's a subscriber. And a member is someone who signs up to, on a recurring basis, to be a member, to be billed a small amount of money to be an exclusive member of Chris White Africa. And once again, if you are on a mobile or a tablet, that usually will mean that you cannot do super chats and you cannot do super stickers or become a member. All of that has to take place on a PC for your security purposes. And I've explained my email address. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for those tuning in. It's been quite an interesting ride thus far. I always intended to take my existing YouTube channel, which I created in 2006, to use it to support my strategic consultancy, the Indaba Africa Group. But with the advent of the lockdown, I decided that a lot of people's mental health was a concern, and a lot of people were hungry for news. No news is unbiased, but more objective news than what you see from major media outlets, whether it's newspapers or broadcast media, with their constant, intentional, misleading slants. Rather than reporting news, they're trying to make the news or be the news themselves. You see people like Jorge Ramos and Jim Acosta who seem to think they are the story, not the story itself. And so I try on my videos to discuss topics of geostrategic interest or importance across all sectors of life and human activity. And so on the channel, you'll see me interview a wide range of guests, including popular musicians, artists, bankers, farmers, security experts, people who work with wildlife, all sorts of things. And I do this for a focus primarily on Africa, but also on geostrategic issues around the globe. So issues that related to Africa and the USA, or Africa alone, or issues sometimes including China when it comes to Africa. So that's kind of what the channel is about, a little bit about subscribers and about membership. This is about 15 minutes, a lot longer than I intended to be, but I did want to share these things because I've noticed a lot of confusion of late. People saying they can't subscribe, they can't donate, they want to be a member of the WhatsApp group, but this is also coming from people who have not become members of the channel. So I want to make sure that people understood the distinction between those things. And once again, I thank you guys so much for your patronage, for those who are subscribers, for those who are members, and for those who just share interests. Feel free to share this channel with your friends, your family, with your foes. If you want to set someone off, you want to trigger someone you don't like, send them to my channel. Maybe they'll be triggered. Maybe they won't. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. God bless and have a pleasant day.